This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Wednesday morning. It is hump day. I am your host, Tom Schmidt. This is Ocala Talks, coming to you from the palatial studios of WOCA Radio, just off the runway at the Ocala International Airport on a beautiful, clear, blue sky day, third day in a row. It's one of the things I like about fall and winter is you get, when these cold fronts push through and they push all the clouds out of the sky, you get some beautiful mornings. Going to warm to the mid-70s today. I know that that's the kind of weather that my good friend Galen Unall, who joins us every morning, thanks to the good folks at Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, Penn Flooring, and just shipped. You enjoy the mid-70s a lot more than you do the mid-40s, don't you, Galen?
No, I'll take mid-90s.
You'll take mid-90s.
Yeah, mid-90s. Mid-90s are just fine for me.
Well, you and I are cut from the same cloth because, you know, in the mid-90s, when it's the mid-90s, about 85% humidity, you can go out to the golf course about 15 after 12, 12:30, somewhere around there, and play all the golf you want because nobody else is out there.
Yeah, pay for it only costs you like $12.
Yeah, that's my favorite time to go golf. As long as you stay hydrated, it's no big deal. We're from here. We know how to deal with it.
Yeah. You just bring that towel, that old white towel, and you just drench it.
You just drench it.
You just ride, and then you just lay with it on your head while you're driving in the golf cart.
Oh, no, I got one of my wife bought me one of the cool towels.
I don't think they work that great. I think nothing is better than just a white towel that's wet. And then you just and you play by yourself, right? There's nobody in front of you. There's nobody
behind you.
You can hit. You could take like 12 shots if you want from one location.
Just drop 3-4 balls till you get the shot you want. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, and when you were right. When I was playing golf, that's when I enjoyed it.
And if you're Dan Martone, you drop 3 or 4 balls till you get the shot you like, and then that's the only shot you count, so you can still shoot 85.
Yeah, but I would never keep my own score. Like if I'm playing by myself, except when I was trying to break 80, I just didn't keep my own score.
Because when you're playing by yourself, it's all about making good contact and stuff like that. It's not about score.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would hit one from 175, 150, 125, stuff like that.
Well,
and maybe I don't want to play a hole.
Right.
Like
there's maybe you want to skip a hole.
Going. Yeah.
Maybe number 5 at Muni doesn't need your ball in the water today.
I think that's one of the best holes on the course.
I love number 5, but for some reason, and this makes no sense to me. I love number 5. But I cannot stand number 14. And they're basically the same hole. They're basically the same hole.
Well, there's a couple on the well, they switched it, so I have to think about it differently. Like they're 17, that par 3 doesn't do anything for me. So
17's a par 5, sir.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Coming back up. What's the par 3 right before 18?
There is no par 3 right before 18. 14's the only part.
See, they switched it. Yeah, 14. Yeah, that's right. It's 14. It's just a boring shot, so sometimes I'll keep range balls, and I'll hit the range ball, and if it goes on the green, I just leave it. You know what I mean? I just leave it wherever I hit it.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. So,
just like I'm not getting out of my cart for that.
So it's
my towel.
So it's 8:09 in the morning on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
November 17th. We've been on the air for a good 4.5 minutes.
I thought we did pretty good
and
before we got into the week.
And we chose to talk about golf and Muni than we did about the most important story people are talking about, and that's the runoff elections that happened yesterday. The incumbent Jay Musley wins by 300-plus votes. Kristen Dreyer in District 4 wins by 300-plus votes. And that's a good story. Congratulations to Jay Musley for another term. Congratulations to Kristen Dreyer for her first term. Hopefully, she'll make the decision. She won't be a puppet for Angie Lester, but we'll see. But look, I don't have to be objective now, pal. The election's over. The election's over. I don't have to.
Funded it.
Huh? Don't get me started on Doug Cohn and that group funding it. You know what I mean? So anyway.
Keep going because I haven't.
So
they haven't.
But that's not the point. That's not what's got me up in arms. What's got me up in arms is 6,000 people decided the fate for 35,000 registered voters and 55,000 people in the population of Ocala. That, sir, in one word, pathetic.
Well, it most certainly is. And if you think about it, I wonder what do you think each candidate's going to end up spending on this election?
Oh, we'll be able to see the totals now because it's over. But I bet with these runoffs, each person in these runoffs, I bet there was $120,000 spent between the four candidates for these runoffs.
So, 6,000 votes. Let's just say 6,000, right? It's just a little over 6,000, right? Divided by 6,000.